guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bree if you are new here, and in today's video I just want it to be fall. So I'm just gonna do like a little early fall makeup look. So if you guys want to hang out and do a little early fall makeup, then just keep on watching. I turned down my lights quite a bit to hopefully keep it a little bit cooler in here, so hopefully that works. I'm gonna do this in a very strange order. So, first things first, I'm gonna actually start out with my bronzer. This is the ColourPop Pressed Powder Bronzer in Avila Beach. And I'm just gonna lay down a very light amount of I don't necessarily want to call it transition because there's not gonna be anything darker on my lids. This is more just like a little bit of shaping, a little contour, you know. On Amazon Prime Day, I bought a couple sets of like pressed nails from companies that I was from a company that I was interested in trying products from. I haven't filmed in a while and my brain is just not working correctly. Real quick, I'm gonna take ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Tankini. But where I'm going with that is, I got these, which are gorgeous, but they're a lot longer than I'm used to having my nails. I used to wear like really long nails all the time, but I haven't in a while. And so I'm really hoping that I can do this in a way that works. Because that's like the hardest part of having long nails and trying to do makeup, is trying to put like shimmers on the eyes and like getting in the inner corner. And yes, I do have silicone brushes that I could be doing this with. But really, honestly, what I'm doing is I just took like a very small amount and I spread it across both lids. And I just kind of honestly smeared it on. And then just kind of went over it with a clean finger and picking up a little bit more for this eye. But I don't want this to be like super, super yellow or super heavy. I just want like a little bit of a light sheen. So, I mean, going back in with like my clean fingers as I just sit here with like claw hand for some reason and just kind of like messily apply that, you know? This is gonna be a very easy eye look. Very easy. All right, and then next up, I'm gonna jump over to the Beautybay Brights 2.0 palette, and I'm going to take a little angled liner brush and I'm gonna dip into this darkest brown shade Cocoa, and I'm gonna do a little bit of like, not a smoky wing, just a shadow wing. You can also start out with a pencil liner if you want like even more kick to it. And, like, set the pencil liner with powder. It's an option as well. And the best part is using a Super Shock, I can actually go in with like a really small brush and actually clean that up with the Super Shock. I'm like just gonna take the smallest amount on this little brush. Just kind of wipe it over that section. Doesn't make it absolutely perfect, but it fixes it a little bit. All right, that is actually it for the lids. I'm gonna kind of do a little bit more on my lower lash line. So I'm gonna go put on my base and I will be right back. Okay, for bronzer, cream bronzer, I'm gonna use the ColourPop Bronze Sticks in La Jolla Cove. And since this is a stick, I don't need a brush to do this. I don't really like applying cream bronzer straight to my face like this everywhere, but with a stick, I'll do it for my nose, because I'll go back and blend it. And then as per usual, Floor Puff. I got new ones and they're so fluffy. Now you can see why I don't usually love doing that. Just gotta work a little bit more to blend it. And then for cream blush, I'm going to use the About Face Cheek Freak in Quickie. I really am just like, I'm struggling to function with these nails. In like one more day, I'll be good, but. All right, and if you haven't seen my updated base routine, I will link that up in the eye and down below for you guys, but I am gonna go set down the majority of my face, basically everything except for where I put the bronzer, and I'll be right back. It always looks a little funny at this point, so just bear with me here. But I'm gonna jump back over to my bronzer really quick and just set down this cream bronzer. I used to do it the other way around where I'd set down the cream bronzer and then set my face, but I'd have to go back in with my bronzer brush and like kind of blend. And I was like, why not just set down my face and then apply my bronzer? And, you know, work smarter, not harder. Okay, and then for a little bit of matte blush, I'm gonna grab the Disney Ulta Beauty blush palette, and I'm gonna take Phantasmic, pick up a little bit of that, and just basically use this kind of to blend between where I had the cream blush that you could still see, and then where my under eye setting powder kind of started to cover it up a little bit. And then just to finish up my cheeks, or to finish up my blush, I should say, really quick while I have the brush in my hand, I'm gonna grab the Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush in Pretty Peach, because this is kind of like a transitional between fall and summer. Kind of that sweet spot in like late August, September. Hey! Oh, you got your dumb ass stuck. There you go. Lily. It's kind of that transitional period where like it's still warm, but like it's getting a little bit cooler at night and we're transitioning, you know? Okay, I'm gonna grab my Beautybay Brights 2.0 palette again. I am going to just run the brown over again, just to be safe. And I'm going to also take a little smudger brush and I'm gonna go into the shade Calypso for my under eyes. So I'm doing this first and then I'll go back in and touch up whatever I need to on the wings. Just because as you can see, there's a little bit of like a gap right there. Because I'm trying to not smudge the brown shadow. Okay, really quick, I am gonna take a very small blending brush and I'm gonna dip just the smallest amount into that Calypso shade that I first showed, just to kind of blow this out a little bit, because why not? So when I'm not doing a ton on my lids, I always feel like I can go a little extra ham on the lower lash line. Here we go, just kind of finesse those wings a little bit. I may, when I'm like finishing up my eyes, I may take a little bit of black liquid liner right along my lash line, just because I am going to put on lashes. So we'll see if I need to like conceal the band a little bit, but this brown is pretty dark, so I may not need to. You know, when she wants attention, she really screams like it's a fucking emergency. Okay, and then last but not least, I'm gonna jump back over to the Disney Ulta Beauty palette and I'm gonna go into the shade Mission Space as my highlight. I just think this is such a pretty like fall highlight. It's gold, obviously, but it just has like this warmth to it that just always reads as like very fall to me. Okay, I'm gonna go finish up the rest of my face off of camera and I'll be right back. For my lips, just because it's actually like a much more statement lip, so I'm sure I would get questions, I used the Maybelline Vinyl Ink lipstick in the shade Extra. When I did my like lip declutter, I kind of went back and forth and then I was like, no, I'm gonna keep it because I feel like it would be a good fall lip and I'll see how I like it in the fall. And I was right. I don't support Maybelline anymore, but I already owned it, so you know, there's that. With that being said, this is the final look. Like I said, it's like a nice transition. I mean, the statement lip definitely pulls it a lot more fall than just the eyes, but I feel like it works. It's like a good nighttime summer, going into fall. Those are the vibes, and I like the vibes. Sidebar, by the way, the most difficult thing to do with these I mean, they look great. Don't get me wrong. They look so good. The most difficult thing to do with them when they're this long was put on these fucking lashes. I could not do it, and I don't have a lash applicator tool anymore because I just got used to doing it with my fingers, and then that became like my preferred method. But getting that inner corner was rough. I just kind of had to mash them into place and then kind of squoosh them around, but I got there eventually, right? Yeah, I got there eventually. So with that being said, comment down below and let me know when you start doing more like fall makeup looks. I would love to hear all about it. Please subscribe if you have not already. It would mean the world to me. Like this video, ring the bell, do all the things. I hope that you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!